Hi everybody, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Denning. I opened a hair salon just about a year ago, and since that I've just really been interested and found a little bit of a passion in the business side of things. So I just wanted to create this channel, and each month I am just going to put up a little topic and talk to you about my experience with that topic, and then if you guys have any questions you can let me know and we'll go from there. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was really just the opening of the salon itself and just a few things that I learned along the way. I'm going to try and keep these videos short, so I'm just going to mention 3 things. We can always expand on it. If you want to know more, please comment below. DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is SDHairArtist. I'll put it along here, and we'll go from there. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about was permits and things that happened. I'm in the city of Tampa, so I'm in Florida, and each city and how everybody works is different. But the space that I found was not a hair salon. It had been a clothing store previously, which in my head, I was like, perfect, it's just a rectangle. I'll be in and out of here for my build out. I was told that the build out would only take a month, which was fantastic. As you can probably tell, that wasn't the case. It actually took 6 months. So we had to wait on permits. It took me 16 weeks to get permits because I didn't realise it wasn't zoned as a business, it was zoned as retail. So we had to go through a full change of use process. So tip number 1, make sure you're zoned for what you're supposed to be. If you're not, it's not a big deal. You can get zoned as something else. It's just going to take you longer. Always ask for more of a build out time. Tip number 2. Always ask for more of a build out time with your landlord. So at first he gave me 3 months to build out. That's what I asked for. Great. Okay, well, it then took me 6 months. So don't underestimate that, and that's your money, right? Then I was paying 2 rents, but that's another topic. So do your research on zoning, do your research on permits. Like I said, mine took 16 weeks. There really is not a way to hurry it along either. Well, not in the city of Tampa either. I called every single day, which might have helped me, might have hindered me, who knows, right? Just to see where it's at. With that being said, because I was calling and because I was active in that process, I actually found a lot of the mistakes, and it was me who found it out. You're technically considered the owner, so you can submit for your inspections and do all of that. I did have a general contractor because it's commercial and you need to. I also had an architect who had to draw all of the plans for the permits, because as a change of use, you have to bring everything up to code. So that was a huge point. We had to redo the bathroom and bring all of that up to code, because it wasn't. Now, if I didn't have to change the use, I would not have had to do that. So that's another key point. But with me calling the city and with me checking things, I had realised that some things never got submitted. That was holding us back. Things were submitted wrongly. That held us back. So 16 weeks was a long time. But really what it opened my eyes to is this: opening my business in the salon itself was my baby, right? So I thought about it 24 hours a day. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about it. The architect and the GC that don't, right? They submit They wait to see if the city's going to get back to them. By the time the city gets back to them, it's too late. You're at the back of the list for one wrong thing, right? So take responsibility in that and take ownership in that this is your baby, and they have the general contractor, the architect, they're working on however many other projects also, so they aren't focusing all of their time on your one project. And then also think about it like a house. How many times have you went to renovate your house, you start to get into it and things go wrong, right? So just account for more time, and if you are not buying an existing salon, or you're not going into a space that is an existing salon, make sure you know all of the codes and what you're going to have to do for water. We had to put a special pump in the plaza that I'm at, which was like $2,000 from the city, because we're rinsing chemicals down the drain, right? Logical. I was probably very naive to not know that all of those things had to happen. So it just cost a lot more, and it took a lot more time than I was initially expecting. So we'll recap that. Permits is what we're talking about today. So make sure, number one, you know what the place is zoned as before you commit to anything. Number two, make sure that you're double checking and triple checking everything that the architect, your general contractor, everything's doing. Your salon needs to be the exact way that is wrote on those plans when an inspector comes out. And then number three, make sure that you know what laws or what is put in place for the fact of it being a hair salon. I'm sure it's the same across all different industries, right? Whether you're a dentist, if it's a doctor's office, whatever that looks like. So just know what you're getting into beforehand. It wasn't as bad as what it was terrible in the midst of it, but we got through it and we've been opened a year. So we'll talk a little bit about that next time. But like I said, any questions, any comments, drop them below. I'm going to do one of these every month, and we can go from there. Thanks so much.